Hi guys, welcome to Grub Garden. Antonia here. We're going to be doing barbecue chicken with a Chinese kind of marinade with some crushed peanuts, and we're going to garnish it with some spring onion and chili. So you need a really hot non-stick pan. The hotter you can get it, the better, or you can do it on a barbecue. So what you need to do first is, I've got some soy sauce, ketchup mayonnaise, which is basically a Japanese ketchup. It's super sweet, has a lot of sugar in it, so it burns very easily. I've got some clear runny honey, peanuts. It's fed a type of corn that makes it healthy for you to eat. To begin with, what we're going to do is start actually prepping our chicken marinade. Take the ketchup mayonnaise, which you can get in any supermarket. Then the soy sauce. This is salted soy sauce. You can use low salt soy sauce if you want to be healthier. Then take your runny honey. If you don't have clear honey, you can use any old honey. Just don't use any that have been flavored with like elderflower or blossom, otherwise you'll get a weird flavor. Give it a mix together. Now, most barbecue recipes call for ketchup, but we're doing a Chinese one, that's why we're using the ketchup mayonnaise instead of using Heinz ketchup or anything like that. And once it's mixed together, what we're going to do is take our chicken thigh, pop it straight on these skewers. These are metal skewers. Just double pierce it, so you go through once and pierce it again. That way it's nice and tight and it doesn't fall off when it's cooking. These are chicken thighs. I've just taken off the skin and deboned them. You see all the fat running in and out of it. That's going to stop it from going dry. So, hot pan, non-stick pan, you can use a griddle pan as well. I'm using a non-stick pan today. Then we're going to add some 5 spice. I'm going to add about a teaspoon of 5 spice straight in there. You're going to take your chicken straight in a pan with a bit of oil. Try and use vegetable oil or sunflower oil, just a tiny bit in the pan, because this chicken naturally has a lot of fat on it, so it's all going to render. So straight in the pan, just like that. You'll hear it start to sizzle. You tend to find when you have a really hot, flip it over on the other side. So you're just going to seal it off nice and white on 3 sides, and then going to start adding the marinade and basting it. It's a bit like a teriyaki chicken or something like that. Cool. Flip that over. Straight over like that. So once it's coloured on all 3 sides, it's not a bit here and there, but that's okay. Literally, pastry brush, put the marinade, and start dabbing it all over. And what's going to happen is the heat is going to suck in all the marinade. It's going to take on all that flavour, okay? But a lot of people, when they do marinade chicken and barbecue it, they drench it to begin with, and then on the barbecue or the pan it burns, because the honey and the ketchup mayonnaise has a lot of sugar in it, and sugar is prone to burning at high heat. So that's why I only add a little bit at a time.
How long should this usually take?
Usually takes on a pan on a high heat for about 7 minutes. While it's going, just flip it around to the other side where it hasn't got any of the marinade on it. Add a bit more. So, for our garnish, just going to chop off the ends of the spring onion, and then going to cut that on an angle. The longer the shard that you cut, the more presentable it looks. Then we're going to go in with the chili. Do you guys know what the hottest part of the chili is?
The seeds.
No.
Oh. That's right.
No, it's not.
The membrane.
The membrane, yes. This part that the seeds hang on to, that is the part that gets us all hot and bothered. So scrape it out. I'm just going to cut this into nice little thin strips. Next step, I'm going to bash up these peanuts in my pestle and mortar. So it's lightly crushed. Straight out onto there. Give the lime a roll. I'm just going to cut off the cheek. So not from north to south or through the equator, just the cheek, because I don't need a whole lime. And it's also easier to squeeze. So let's have a peek. Keep moving them around. Okay, so we're going to check if the chicken's cooked. I've just been basting it, turning it over, and then just brushing more of the glaze on. Pick the thickest part of the chicken, cut into it, move it apart. I'll show that you guys can see. Once it's nice and white and juicy, it's ready to plate up. So what we need to do is add our garnish to it. So let's serve them up. Bit of the spring onion on top, bit of the crushed peanuts, bit of chili for a bit of a kick, and then of course picked coriander because, you know, I put in all this effort, I might as well make it look nice. So guys, that is your barbecue Chinese chicken. Enjoy! So make sure to subscribe. Recipe is in the description. Follow me on Instagram or Twitter, whatever it may be, or follow Zoe as well. Enjoy, please subscribe to the page. I'll see you next Thursday.